face was covered with mud, but there were no visible traces of violence
This?
on the body.
This is my office?
The Zodiac killer
That's where I was told to take you.
Perhaps
I
the
think that's
origami
a
killer
glitch.
was
If you need
I don't
anything,
think
you know
so.
where to find me.
I don't think there's much chance of that. For the moment, the killer may think he's invulnerable, but in the end he'll make a mistake and we'll be there to arrest him.
Yeah, there's no way I should be hearing it right now.
Yes?
Okay, time to work.
Did the killer leave any written evidence? Perhaps a ransom note explaining his actions? Or anything like that?
No.
What's happening?
He has not made contact in any way, and we have only the murders to help us understand his motives. Yes. What's the question?
Some people are saying that the police were slow to take an interest in these murders because the victims lived in poorer parts of the city. What do you say to that?
That's absurd. The police make no distinctions between victims based on their social class. It is true that the origami killer seems to choose his victims from the more impoverished parts of town. The higher crime rate in these areas makes the investigation more difficult.
Sit the fuck down.
Time for a couple more. Yes.
There are rumors that the FBI has sent a profiler to help with the investigation. Is that true?
You seem to be well informed. Yes, we asked the FBI to send us a profiler to help us with this investigation.
That's me.
We were planning to announce this in the next few days, but it seems that won't be necessary.
According to certain sources, the town hall's been applying pressure to avoid any mention of a serial killer
Step
in order not to
one.
have an adverse effect on the mayor's election
Change
campaign.
the office.
Do you have anything to say about that?
Pure speculation. At no time has the mayor been involved in this investigation, except to support the efforts
That one's
of
my
the
favorite, so
police
we're gonna skip
force,
it.
of course.
Least favorite?
Thank you for your cooperation.
One question, please, sir. One last question.
Captain
Mars.
Perry, one more question, please.
Ethan Mars. This one is probably my second favorite. I liked this one for about 2 seconds, and then I thought I was gonna suffocate. Here's my favorite. And honestly, it's because it reminds me of Fable. So, let's go save Oakvale. Let's look through our clues. So Jayden will pick up clues just throughout different points of the game, and you can analyze and
The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83.
probably. Let's analyze.
No prints or specific clues. Nothing much to go on. A common species. That doesn't help much.
Bit.
The orchid is a common species. It can be found at any flower shop.
There's lots of flower shops. Get out of here. Let's do some files. No. Let's try that again. Open.
8 victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13. No signs of violence. The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything.
Anything. That's Jayden's
Bodies are
weird
found
word.
3 to 5 days later. Drowned. In rainwater.
He just doesn't get that hard G. Anything. Everything.
Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned.
They were alive before they died.
Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on.
Done. Goodbye. Shaky hands again.
Here we go again. I better go wash my face.
You got
I
this,
need
boy.
to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist.
You'll be fine. I got you.
It's all right. I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
Shit. So Jayden, Jayden has an addiction. The blue substance is called and there are a few times when he'll just
Is everything
take it.
all right, sir?
Do you care? Oh, there you go. A few times the game will force you
No
to
one-
take it.
no one will
Sometimes
see.
you can resist. I think you can have a different ending if you make him take it. Okay, let's get to the door. Yeah, they certainly imply that Jayden has an addiction. But hey, who doesn't? Transition back to Ethan.
This is Lieutenant Blake, Mr. Marshall. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son, Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every
4:10.
detail can be important.
It must have been about
4:15 is fine.
4:15. Yeah, that's it, 4:15. I remember exactly because I looked at the clock in the park when we arrived.
What was your
Very
son
detailed.
wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat,
It was whitish.
a beige coat, and a pair of pants. Green pants.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
I did. I didn't leave. I watched the carousel.
How could Sean
and
possibly have vanished if you were right there watching the carousel?
I don't know. I don't understand.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
Lord Jesus.
I don't know. I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
Did Sean have any particular difficulties, Mr. Mars? Anything that might have caused him to run away?
Yeah.
Sean is a sensitive child. Our relationship has been a little difficult recently.
Everything okay at school?
Everything?
Any particular problems between you and your wife?
Yeah.
My wife and I have been separated for the last 6 months. But Sean would not have gone off without telling his mother or me.